Hey y'all, how you guys doing? I have not been on here in a while. I've actually been busy and shit. I forgot what the fuck it felt like to be busy. So I was working and was in another state. It was kind of cool to get out of this state, but I have this intuitive message that I think is for like a few people. Somebody, if not multiple people, feel like you left them high and dry, or you feel like somebody left you high and dry. I feel like a player got played, a manipulator got manipulated, okay? That's something that I do feel, and I feel like a lot of you are going through a battle with evil and you're good, okay? If you're watching this and you're evil, then it's the opposite, obviously, and you're going to lose either way. But the other day I was explaining to somebody about the situation that I had with the narcissist who woke me up, and I was explaining to them that I felt like from the gate that the situation was like good versus evil. Call it God versus the devil, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm talking about. But as I was saying this to this person, this dude showed up right outside the window from where I was talking and turned his back to me with the shirt off, and he had a friggin' tattoo on his back of Jesus and the devil arm wrestling, right? So now it was crazy because it was also like 11 a.m. and shit, and I knew that that was a message from the universe saying that, like, yes, that's exactly what it was. You're speaking truth. That's exactly what the situation was. We sent you in there because this person was evil. You don't know half the shit this person did, but we need you to bring some shit down. We need you to bring this motherfucker down. But the thing is, it wasn't actually me that did it. It was the person that he thought he trusted while he thought he couldn't trust me. Okay? So as I went to look at this guy's tattoo, and like he kind of moved, and I said to my boyfriend, I was like, was that Jesus and the devil arm wrestling, or was it Jesus and the devil shaking hands? Now, either way, this is where I go back to perception. Everything in life is like, what perspective are you looking at it from, and what is your perception of what you're seeing? If it was them arm wrestling, then it would be good versus evil. If it was them shaking hands, it would be us embracing our dark and our light side. You see, so everything in life that you encounter and experience, you can see it from different perspectives. And when you do this, it just makes it so much easier to see what the real picture is and why it's happening and what you can do to move forward from it. I feel like a lot of people are being exposed to phonies and frauds in their life. And some of them were warned about these people and didn't believe it and had to learn the hard way. And some of them found out that they're just like these people. Some people are understanding that we both have light and dark, and you don't want to get rid of your dark side. If you're nothing but light, and you just give off trusting, loving, godly energy all the time, you could very well get yourself murdered or raped or hurt being like that, because people will take advantage of that light, no doubt. It's very important that you balance your masculine and your feminine energy. So I have this feeling that there's a lot of people who came in encounters with narcissists. Whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is the same attributes on this type of narcissist. Somebody who future fakes, oh yeah, we'll get married, we'll move in, we'll merge families, we'll go into business together. I'm just waiting on somebody to come through with some money, but until then, can you or, oh yeah, I'm going to marry you, because the person that they were preying on may have come into money. And then once that person runs out of money, now it's like they don't want anything to do with them. They go into the harem garage. I don't know if you've learned about the harem garage and all the backups that they have, right? They also will isolate you from your family. And what they do is, you'll notice like a little while after you're in a relationship with one of these people that you're like, fuck, I don't have any friends or family left, right? It almost seems like, what happened? They did this intentionally because they don't want you to have anybody to go to. They don't want you going back and telling your friends and family every little thing that they're doing to you, because they'll actually make you think and confuse you by making you think it's you that's doing the shit to them. This is like the mental manipulation they're very good at. Like I said, if they put this kind of energy towards something positive, they would literally be unstoppable in this world, but they don't. They do it for bullshit, and that's why they always end up dead in prison or mental institutions, like I said. So they will literally word salad You won't understand anything they're saying. You'll notice that they'll be talking about something. They may even be answering a question that you asked, and you'll notice that the answer had nothing to do with the question. They don't want to be questioned. They don't want any kind of conversation that doesn't have to do with them talking about themselves, because they are scared to death of having to answer questions and being caught in lies. They can't look you in the face. They can't pick their face up off the phone or the computer. They can never look somebody in the eyes when they're being questioned about some bullshit that they did, because they're always lying, these kinds of people. They're always lying. So I just have a feeling that there's a lot of people who are feeling betrayed and backstabbed by people who they really thought that they were down for them, ride or die. So there's a lot of people who are getting caught up for having completely other families while they have an entirely full family somewhere else. A lot of cheaters, a lot of thieves, and a lot of liars are being exposed right now. So I think a lot of you are going through or have gone through a situation where you felt like it was good versus evil. We were sporadically placed throughout this planet in strategic situations by the universe to expose whoever the actual negative entity was in your life. It may have not even been somebody that you knew for a while. It could be somebody you literally just met, but you had the balls to speak some truth about some shit that this person was doing, and then one thing led to another, and that snowballed into them just getting exposed for a lot of other shit. So the energy is super high right now. It's super high right now because the matrix is just about finished. And these dark forces that have been controlling this planet are literally hanging on by a thread, because that love frequency, every emotion has a frequency. There's a love and there's a fear. They want you in fear. That's why they put all this shit on the news about all this fake bullshit, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into the words because I know you know what I'm talking about. But that's why everything on the news and everything is so negative and down, because when you're in fear, these dark beings actually feed off of fear. It's like food for them. This is why they've been able to control this planet for so long. Love, though, love destroys them, okay? If you even feel like a negative presence or like negative energy on you, if you say I love you a few times, you'll notice it'll start going away, because whatever negative entity, spirit, whatever you want to call it, can't stand it. They can't stand love. They can't stand it at all. It makes them cringe. So there's like a last Hail Mary for these dark forces to try to promote all kinds of fear into us, and it's not happening because the Great Awakening is happening. I don't know if everybody's been like doing research, meditating, get your own routine and everything like that. In the beginning of your awakening, you're going to be confused about religion, like the religious part of your awakening, and then eventually you're going to realize that spirituality is basically where it's at, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're not even always in this realm. When we go to sleep, we go to other places and we create worlds, and we actually are mothers and parents and friends, and we work in other astral and realms. It's crazy, right? So this is just one of the stops that we make, is here in these vessels, in these bodies. And we're all channelers. We all give messages. That's why we were given these. That's why they wanted to cover them with those things, because we are all waking up, and some of us are actually channeling messages from the ethers, from the higher realms, from the universe, and from our ancestors and spirit guides and angels and stuff. So it's just, what are you channeling? What's coming out of your mouth? We're all vessels for something. Some people channel the negative spirits and entities, and those are the ones who say nasty things about people and who give messages about fear. Then there's those of us who want to actually drop some wisdom and knowledge and personal experience of what we went through to help other people, and these aha moments and these things where you can only say these things and come up with these things because it's something that you actually personally went through and experienced in your life. What are you channeling? We're always channeling. Every time we open up our mouths and speak, our thoughts are not ours. We're spiritual beings. We're just put into these vessels to channel and give messages and have an experience here. So it's up to you on how your experience is, right? It's up to you how your day goes, how your week goes, who you let into your life, what players, like I said in another one of my videos, you let into this video game, which tools, which weapons you choose to use. But at the end of the day, love reigns supreme, okay? Move through life with love in your heart. You have to even love your enemies from afar, because all negative beings like chaos and anger and negativity. And when they don't get that from you anymore, you're no fun, they don't want to play anymore, and they will leave you alone. If they don't, they learn a very serious, harsh lesson on how they should have left you alone. Because divine beings are so sacred and powerful that when people are trying to actually distract us from our paths, it gets really bad for them. Love them from afar and forgive them. I say this all the time. It's probably the most difficult thing you're going to have to do is forgive the person who betrayed you and sometimes even wanted to kill you. But this is what makes us such great and amazing people, is because not everybody can do that shit. Some people hold on to things for so long it actually physically makes them ill. When they hold on to resentment, you'll make your heart sick. You'll actually get heart disease and heart problems because your heart now is holding on to toxic shit that you should have let go. So anyway, I love you guys. I just wanted to give a quick message, but I feel like there's just a lot of people who are feeling like you either left them high and dry, or you're feeling like people left you high and dry, but there was a separation for a reason, and you're about to like literally come up. And be careful of people coming back into your life now because they're in a bad situation or dire straits, and you're probably the only one that can help them out, because that's how the universe works with this kind of shit. Use your discernment, right? Some of us are saints, but that doesn't mean that we actually have to help the people who watched us fall or even put their foot on our necks when we were down. Now the roles are reversing. A lot of us have our foot on the devil's neck, if you feel me, and we're not taking it off. Some of you, a lot of you, the devil in your life is the narcissist who's in your life, or narcissists who are in your life. Not everybody's a narcissist. You know, not everybody who just doesn't act like you and have a pure heart like you is a narcissist. There are some people who are just kind of like less empathetic than we are. But I'm talking about the real toxic people who cannot stop all day, every day from trying to destroy a happy couple, a good business if theirs isn't going well. The other day I went into a laundromat and I was using this guy's business, and I asked him if I could use his bathroom, and he said no. And I said, why not? Is it not working? And he said, no, it is. I said, you're going to let me use the bathroom, bro. I said, I'm telling you right now, God's watching this shit. And how would you feel if I was your wife or your daughter and somebody told her no? And he says, I don't know what to tell you. I said, I'm not leaving until you let me use the bathroom, cuz I'm telling you. He wound up letting me use the bathroom because once I mentioned God, because people forgot. They really did. They forgot who's running shit, right? That Napoleon complex took over. So how are you going to tell a female who's actually a patron in your business now? He has a sign up that says no public bathrooms. I'm not public once I put money in your shit, okay? Now I'm a patron. It's different. It's personal now. And I got to piss. So he wound up letting me use the bathroom, but he was mad about it. And then there were other guys in there who started looking at him funny. So he got kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they all looked at each other once I mentioned God, because I yelled it in his business. I said, my Father, the King of all kings, is watching every single thing that you're doing, and he ain't happy. I can promise you he's not happy at what he sees. You want to deal with him privately? You go ahead, because it's not me you got to deal with. It's him, right? Karma's a bitch. You remind people about karma and the Most High God, and you don't use it for nefarious reasons and try to overpower people and get money out of people, but you remind people when they treat you bad or they say no to some shit that they should be saying yes to, and you remind them who's protecting you and what's going to happen, I guarantee you that situation is going to change, because people just forgot. I want to believe that people just forgot, all right? But they get real scared when they hear his name. They get very nervous when they hear his name because they're not used to people using it, all right? So just wanted to drop that. Don't take no shit from anybody. Some people got to be taught lessons, and sometimes you're that walking lesson. All right? I'm out. Love you.